Hey guys, it is Kayla Waller with Waller Adventures, and today we are in St. Augustine, Florida, and we are actually at the Alligator Farm. So stick around, check it out. Alright, so a couple years ago, I did a Adventures in St. Augustine series where I hit all of the the top places to visit in St. Augustine, like the fort, the Pirate Museum and things like that. And I missed the Alligator Farm. I totally missed it. I keep forgetting it's here because it's on the outskirts of St. Augustine, like downtown St. Augustine. But also right across the street is Anastasia State Park. We went camping there a while back ago. And that was really cool. That's one of my top favorite state parks to visit as well. Alright, so it's actually kind of busy today. We're in a overflow parking lot, but I do want to walk over here and show y'all the cool gator in the back of this truck. Alright, just kind of give you where we are. If you go straight over here, that's Anastasia Park, and the Anastasia Amphitheater is over here. On this side, if you keep going this way, they'll take you right into downtown St. Augustine. The lighthouse is over here too, but check out that. Check out this truck. That's pretty cool. St. Augustine Alligator Farm, Zoological Park, large animal captured. Look at that gator. His tail's in the back over there. But if you literally look right there, it says welcome to St. Augustine. Like you're literally on the border of St. Augustine right now. We're going across the street. Oh, you can download an app and get the map and things like that. It's pretty cool. We have to do that when we get to the entrance. You can walk across the street. Oh, look at that. They do have a zip line here. There's some of it right there in the parking lot. Oh man, they got some dramatic music coming up here as you walk up. Crocodile crossing, zip through the zoo. Oh heck yeah. Oh, look at the fire truck. That's pretty neat. That's really it's really cool. See if you can look inside of it. Oh yeah, look at that. Good old Toyota. It's got a gator on the front of it. Alright, here we go. It's St. Augustine Alligator Farm. Can't wait. Check out all the pictures. That's pretty neat. Oh, look at that. That's pretty neat. Alright, so I came through that door. All the cool stuff. They got Venus flytraps out here. Alright, so they do have like a sloth encounter thing. They're fully booked today. So if you want to do that, you gotta get here early to do that. Or you can do it online, I think. Oh, look at the gator.
That's so sad.
Wow, he's swimming. Swimming in the water over here. Oh, this is feeding times. They come out here and feed the alligators at 12. It's pretty neat. Oh, look at all back there in the back. Look at them. Oh, back there chilling, hanging out. On this side, they got the toucan. Look at him out here. He's back there chilling, eating, drinking some water. It's pretty neat.
Here we go.
Oh, on this side, they got the turtle. Look at him. He's trying to get on the log.
Look at this one swimming. You see it on the right?
Walk over here. Look at the albino gator. Look at him. Ain't he cool? Wow. Zoom in so you can see him a little better. Wow. But I do like their little habitats. Look at it, it's really cool. It's a like a bayou grill and a marine supply store over here. And they have them in there, and that's pretty neat. And let me go on this side, you can see them better. These are like dwarf caiman alligators. Look over here so you can see. Look at them down there. Ain't he cool? Here is his little turtle friend. He's like a different color. He's like a brown color.
Hey, buddy.
That's pretty cool.
Hey, buddy.
See the people out there zip lining already. That's pretty cool. Oh, over here you got the alligator snapping turtle. Where is he? I don't see. Oh, there he is. Daggone. He's right there. Under the water. There's kind of a glare. Let me see. Let me walk on the other side. Maybe you can see him better.
Pretty much what that's going to.
There he is right there. Supposed to have turtles over here. I don't see them though. But over here they got a snake. Look at him. You can see him right there. Oh my god. The big huge note rope right there. Oh my god. Nope. Oh my god. Look at all these gators. There's a ton of them just sitting over there. Oh my god. There's one right there swimming in the water. Wow. They got birds everywhere. They got birds up here with a net. There's a nest of them up there. That's pretty neat. Look at this big one right there. Look how big he is. Look how big that head is. Oh my god. Oh my god, look at him. That's a big gator right here. He's a big gator over there too. Go this way. Look at him, daggone. He's huge. There's some more huge ones over there as well. That's pretty neat. Wow. We'll walk on to the other side. You can see them over there. Here's some other little ones. Well, little compared to what we just saw. We're just out here chilling. The birds are being loud. I think she said there's a show that they do here, so maybe we'll at like 11. It's almost 11, so we'll catch it. Look at them all down here. Tag on. They're swimming around. Just hanging out. They both have big steps.
Welcome to Alligator Farm and welcome to our Alligator Alligator. My name is Jordan. I'm one of the reptile keepers. I'm actually learning the show, so it's very new today, but I'm senior reptile keeper Dan. And he is here just to make sure that I am able to safely work with our very large dangerous alligators. But the safety is not just for me, it is also for everyone watching. So I have a really important safety reminder. Please make sure we're not setting anything along this wooden ledge or hanging anything over the fence, including that mat right there, sir. Thank you. Make sure you're not setting anything that could potentially fall into the enclosure, get knocked in, and become a food item for these animals. Because we can try to get them back for you, but reality is the animals are probably going to get to it before we do. So just hang on to your items, especially your children. That being said, in this enclosure, we have the largest example of the American alligator in the entire zoo. It actually used to get a lot larger. About 80 million years ago, there was an animal called Dinosuchus, and it was an ancestor of the American alligator that was about 40 feet long and 20,000 pounds. So if you can imagine that one of our largest alligators, actually our longest alligator here, about 4 of him lined that most tail. That is And they will actively approach us or actively ignore us, while wild alligators have a natural fear of people. So whenever you are in the environment where alligators are present rapidly, they should be fearful of you. And the only reason why they would lose that fear of humans is if they have been fed. So it is very, very important to take away from visiting and watching these animals behave that you never try to feed a wild alligator. Bodies through the water, and they can even use it to propel their bodies straight out of the water. So we have hunter and bomber sitting right here at the water's edge as they live in the wild, just waiting for a prey item to come up. Hi, bomber. And they're going to sit and wait until something comes down for a drink of water. And that is whenever they are going to use their very powerful tails. Hi, bomber. Are you going to open up? Are you going to look at me? So they're going to sit and wait until that prey item comes. And then, oh, I'm sorry, but they are going to flex out and look up onto it. You would have better aim for the prey item. I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't. Could have missed the mouth of a 13-year-old. About 70 to 80 in their mouth. So those are not meant for lifting. They are meant for piercing and puncturing. And they're going to hold on and grab that. It actually has about 20 times the sensitivity as our sense of touch. So that just means that these animals will feel the vibrations in the water of a potential prey item. And they're going to grab it. And that's scoop. So they are using those sense organs. They're using those very powerful claws and their teeth to grab onto prey items as ambush predators. That is when they are going to be very quick. And then we'll talk about alligators not being fast. Hi, Scoop. We don't talk about that before. Alligators not being very fast. But they are super quick. As you saw, those reactions are absolutely nothing to play with. Hi, buddy. So, buddy, you want to open your mouth? I can't feed you if you don't open it. There we go. And then right next to him is the longest alligator I've ever seen out. Hi, Bummer. But just because these boys are the biggest does not necessarily mean they are the coolest. I'm sorry. You want to try again? I'm new. Did they tell you? Sorry about that. Now, she is going to be, on average, the female is getting up to like 70.
Alright, so at 12 o'clock we're going to feed the gators, so we're going to hang out and wait for that, but in the meantime there's some other stuff over here to look at. So this is the Vietnam pheasant. I'm back there eating away. Pretty cool. Oh, on this side you got the cotton top tamarine. He's a monkey. There's also a blue-billed curassow. He's over there. Look how big that thing is. Wow. He a big bird. But the monkey was up here in the corner, up there at the top. Up there hanging out.
Hello everyone, welcome to our feeding demonstration here at the lagoon. My name is Jordan, I'm one of the reptile keepers here at the St. Augustine Alligator Farm, and I'm super excited to get to feed a lot of hungry alligators for y'all. We have a very big turnout at the show. Hi guys! They look very excited. That being said, this is a feeding demonstration, which means I have food for the alligators. Oh, that hurt you, didn't it? So the first thing I'm going to feed them is going to be this little pellet right here. If you didn't know, yes, there is a pellet made specifically This is Missouri Croc Chow, and this is an all-inclusive diet made for crocodilian, both alligators and crocodiles, and it has all the important essential nutrients that these animals need in order to live long, healthy lives. And you'll notice that it actually floats, which makes it really easy for them to grab as they're going through the water. Now this is a complete diet that was actually formulated with the help of staff from the St. Augustine Alligator Farm, crocodilian biologists, and veterinarians that all came together to help make that little pellet. And it is a really important part of our animals' everyday, overall diet. But we like to offer variety. So today I have a couple of prey items that are a little juicier for these animals to sink their teeth into. So the first one I have is this nice, delicious rat right here. Doesn't that look good? I don't think it looks very yummy. The alligators disagree. They love rats. Alright, who's done with their pellet? Who wants to start us off? Hello, Crazy! I have not seen you in a while. Do you want this? Whoa! Good job! Wow, he really lived up to his name there. That is Crazy. That is his name. I'm not making fun of him. And that was a great first jump by that alligator. So we will continue on. Hello, Franklin. Would you like this next one? You can use him as a ramp. Oh, on a second. Good job! Wonderful reflexes by Franklin. Animals, even though we see them, and they are these pretty dangerous predators, they do have personalities, and they are thinking about everything that they are doing. Hello, you already got one. But I will continue on. I can talk about all of their wonderful personalities all day long. Hello, Torpedo. Do you want this next one? You can use him as a ramp. That's fine. Whoa, good jump, buddy. We're going to go ahead and continue on. Hi, buddy. Do you want it? That was a little pathetic for such a big animal. You want to try again? So you'll notice whenever he lifts his head up, his head is massive. Hi, Hunter. Uh-oh, Handsome's going to get it. All right, well, you snooze, you lose, buddy. But these animals are jumping really high out of the water, even though they have very big, good job. They have very big bodies. These animals are over 600 pounds each. Some of them over 800 pounds. And especially during this show is, what about the ones that aren't eating? How about those alligators over there? Are they not hungry? Are they statues? Are they real? Those are all questions that I get every single day because these animals are really good at sitting still. And no, they are not hungry. And that is because every person watching this show today can out-eat any one of these alligators. Let me explain. A big alligator like the ones in front of me only eat about 80 to 90 pounds of food for the entire year. So that's the equivalent of us eating roughly a sandwich a week. It's not very much food at all. And they have much slower metabolisms that allow them to go many weeks, sometimes even months without eating in the wild. But I have another prey item. I knew you wanted one. I have another prey item, in case anyone wasn't interested in rats. I have a chicken, and Bomber got really excited about that. Hi, Bomber. Can you get a little closer? So Bomber is the longest American alligator that we have at 13 and a half feet. You can see he is huge. Whoa, good try, buddy. You got to get a little closer than that. Very good job. One more try. I don't have that good of aim. There we go. So you can see just how big he is. Y'all are so lucky you had the two biggest alligators come to the show today. Nice. Good job. But I have one more chicken for our alligators. Did you get one? You have not got one. Do you want the next one? This is Walker. Hi, Walker. Oh, good job, buddy. That was an awesome last jump. Let's go ahead and give these animals a round of applause for participating. They really put on a show for y'all this afternoon. I want to thank you all so much for coming out. I hope you enjoyed our eating demonstration. And I hope you have a great rest of your day at the St. Augustine Alligator Farm.
Alright, so the Gator show made me hungry. Got us a hot dog with some fries. Pretty good.
I got a knife.
I'm going to eat lunch with all the big huge tortoises. And one down there. There's a tortoise back there. Yep, one over there. Chilling. Alright, we're going to get to the land of the crocodiles. Let's go. There's a turtle back there. You see him walking around. Crocodile back that way. He's back there in the corner over there. Chilling, hanging out. Oh, look at a big one back there. We'll get closer. It is a ornithocoke crocodile. But yeah, let's go check him out over here. Oh, look how big he is. Oh my god. Daggone, look how big he is. His nose is really, it's a pointy nose better. That's pretty crazy. Wow. Alright, so it's like alligator or crocodile. Which one's which? That one's a gator because his nose is flat and his teeth stick kind of to the bottom. And then a crocodile, he's got a narrower snout and his teeth stick up right there. You can see the picture, the difference of them. The zip line thing, like there's like little things they can walk on the zip line. That's really neat. Alright, so this one says, what is a caiman? Like that's a normal, you know, gator head. Like, caiman is a small looking one. Wow. It says smooth fronted caiman. Let's see if we can find him. I don't see him. Oh, there, back there in the back. He's back there in the back. There's his tail back there. Oh, look at that one. That's huge. That's a big, huge gator caiman. It says the snouted nose caiman. That's what that one is. That's pretty cool. Alright, so it took me a while to find this one. This is the Cuban crocodile. He's just chilling in the water. Look at him. He blended in too well. Black caiman crocodile. Just chilling there in the water. So this one is the West African crocodile. He's back there in the back. He's right there, chilling. Alright, so this one is a African slender nose crocodile. Let me see. African slender snouted crocodile. It's close. But look how skinny his snout is. We'll walk on the other side so we can get a little better view of him too. So now we're going into Africa. And see if you look right down there. That is the dwarf crocodile. It's just chilling, hanging out there.
Big one now.
Right there he is. There's the slender snouted one. A little better view of him. There's some smaller ones down there hanging out. What a lizard buddy. So this one back here in the back, he's kind of green looking. He's right there where the edge of my straw is. That is a mugger crocodile. You don't want to run into him. He will mug you, take all your stuff, take all your money. Alright, we'll step into Asia. That is the Johnston's crocodile. Alright, right back there in the water. Hold on, right there in the water. That is the Chinese alligator. Hanging out back there. It says there's a Siamese alligator, or crocodile, Siamese crocodile. He's back here, over here. Let's see if we can't look at him. There you go, he's just hanging out. Oh, he's moving a little bit. Another Chinese alligator, his head sticking out right there. It's pretty crazy. There's another Johnston's crocodile. Look at him just perched there. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Ain't he cool? He's just chilling, hanging out. He doesn't even look real. Look at them back there. Look how like thin their mouths are. They are Indian char Indian garls. Here, that's what they are right there on the thing. From India. That's pretty cool. Check out the skull. Ain't it cool? Teeth. Wow. Alright, got some food. Feed the swans. There's a ducky. Here, I'll come down here now. Got a macaw back there. Look at him, he's all blue. He's pretty. Look at this water fountain they got going on over here too. That's pretty cool. Alright, now we're going to go to the birds of Africa. Oh wow, yeah, there's the Guadalupe turtles or tortoises. That's where we ate lunch over there. But yeah, so we'll walk over there in a second. But check all this out. Oh my God. Okay. So all these are vultures over here, and there is a dead zebra, a fake dead zebra right there. It is fake. It's not real. It's wooden. Look at that. Look at him on his wings. Look at that. Wow. He's cooling off. It's hot. Alright, so down here they got some, that's a giraffe skull. Check that out. It's pretty neat. They got a warthog skull down there too. St. Augustine ostrich and alligator farm raise their eggs. Oh wow. That's pretty cool. This is stork skull with a beak. That's neat. Yeah, also over here they show you the wingspan of the Cape Griffin vulture and the black vulture. I want to say that's the Cape Griffin vulture right there that was spreading his wings out. But yeah, that's really neat. Alright, yeah, so here's the tortoises. Yeah, that's the other view of them. Yeah, that's where we ate lunch. Right there. Yeah, check him out. He's sleeping. He said, but it's hot. It's hot today. There's a look how big he is. Black and white ruffed lemurs over here. Let's see if we can't find them. Oh, I see a tail of one over there. Oh, there they are, sleeping. Look at them. Zoom in a little bit so you can see them. They're right there, just chilling. Hanging out in the shade. Alright, so you want to check out the Oasis on the Nile. Let's check out this, see what it's all about. It's going to have this like area set up like Egypt. Look at the jars over here. Look at Gator. It's a mummified gator. Wow, look at that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, crocodile mummies. Oh, well, there you go. That's pretty neat. What's about the Book of the Dead? Look at that. Look at that skull. That's pretty neat. With all the mummies and things. There's the gator god right there. Gator god. Check out that big, huge hippo skull. Look at that thing. Wow. Look at them teeth. Oh my God. Down here, he's the Nile crocodile. It rhymed. Check out the Nile crocodile. That's pretty cool. Just chilling, hanging out. All right, we're gonna go this way. This is the swamp. It says safety in the swamp. Walk, don't run, stay off the fence, watch children. You don't want your children to be gator food. A bunch of gators back there. Is there anything on this side? Oh, look at them down there. Oh, wow. There's some more right there. Look at him. He's swimming around. So the one thing I do like about this place is I like the habitats. The habitats are like really natural looking. They're not like a typical zoo. They're very like, you know, we're in a swamp. We're in a swamp of like St. Augustine. And they're actually living in their like legit habitat, which is really cool. Look at the babies, the birds in the trees. Ain't they cute? There's a gator sitting down there underneath them. Okay, let's see if this food one works. I was trying to get food in the oven, but it wasn't working. Got a little bit of gator pellets. Oh, look at him down there. He's digging for something. I don't know what he's doing. He's swimming around though. Oh, he might be trying to eat something. I don't know what he's doing down there. There's a big huge cluster of them over there. Wow. All right. There's a big huge opening for them. Look at them sitting there. They're still eating the little food pellets I threw over there. Here, y'all just hanging out. Uh-oh, they're still trying to chomp at it. Look at all those white birds in the tree. They're the white ibis. They're everywhere in Florida. I see them in the yard sometimes when I come home from work, digging around looking for stuff in the ground. All right, we're inside. Look at Skull down there. Oh, the snake. Nope, rope down there. Wow.
In the case of Gomek, I've set the hook. And,
oh my God, look at that skull. Oh my God. Wow.
The boy was still there, but I pulled
oh my God.
The hook was to the rock, but actually he twirled around and that's how he got caught. He got the rope on there and I carefully made sure that I wasn't going to pull it off. And when he come up for breath, I give him a harpoon, little whop.
It took 20 men to hoist the crocodile out of the water and into Craig's 45-foot boat.
And then once you got him, you got the problems. And what are you going to do with it?
Settled in for a 4-year stay on the island of Daru.
I picked up his nature after a while, that he wasn't aggressively like when he's after food, he doesn't bang into it, he just took it easy. And he knew that he was going to get the food, and I presume he worked out.
Here thinking, well, that would just draw thousands of people to the St. Augustine Alligator Farm.
In 1989, the Alligator Farm purchased Gomek and brought him home to St. Augustine. He was given his own pool, surrounded by natural vegetation and thick grass. Visitors could view Gomek from below the waterline through glass windows built into the side of his pool. Tourists
Alright, so here is the story of Gomek. It says natives said that the crocodile had killed a number of village people So that's what they captured him. They captured him because he was killing villagers. And I think it was Australia. And then he eventually ended up here at the Alligator Farm. That's crazy.
And then we turn around and we
There's
grab
pictures of him.
2 of these
Look how
30-inch
big he
claws.
is. Oh my god.
Everybody on the farm would come up. Then I would turn around and hold the food up, and if you wanted to get them out of the water so you would stretch, you would hold it up a little higher. And so I would hold it up so it's kind of dangling like this above my head.
Wow.
And Gomek would come up and put his feet.
But apparently Gomex is like, he's in the Guinness World Book of Records. He died in 1997. But yeah, he's one of like the biggest crocodiles ever to live. That's really neat. And it was here in St. Augustine. It said Maximo. Oh god, Maximo has been trained to shift into this small pool while the keepers do maintenance on the exhibit. It is much safer cleaning glass without a 15-foot crocodile watching you. However, sometimes Maximo enjoys being in a smaller environment and won't come back out. A 1,200-pound croc does whatever he wants to do. So we added this portal so you can see what it looks like. Oh wow, look at him. He's just sitting there, chilling. Wow, that's pretty neat. There he is. Yeah, look at him just chilling there, hanging out. Let's see, let's walk around this way. Yeah. It's pretty neat. That big huge skull, a T-Rex skull. That's pretty neat. But they got gator skulls. That's pretty cool.
The Alligator Farm set out to find unworthy successor.
Wow.
We knew that we wanted another large saltwater crocodile, and we just wanted to make sure that we got the right one. So
Look at him underwater. Oh my god.
So that he'd be nice for people's pictures and so forth. And not all that expensive, and hopefully young. What we found.
In September of 2003, David Drisdale and John Rookery traveled to Cairns, Australia to see some crocodiles they heard about at the Cairns Crocodile Farm. It was here that they first laid eyes on Maximo.
Tell us more about the prehistoric alligators. Also the crocodile eggs. Boar crocodile, that's what that is. Some more skulls. Look at crocodiles. Oh no. Some more skeletons.
The 2 crocodiles were shipped in wooden
Some more
crates
skulls right
inside the
there.
belly
Back in the back.
passenger jet, Cairns to Sydney, and then from Sydney to Los Angeles.
we at first were very concerned when it came over. We had a 10,000-mile trip in the airplane, and we thought
Okay, so after Gomex died, the St. Augustine Zoo wanted a bigger alligator to kind of replace him, or a crocodile to replace him. So that's when they got Maximo, and he was born in 1971, and he's huge, as you saw. But he also came with another little crocodile named Sydney. That's the one that we saw through the porthole. But yeah, he's in the water chilling. All right, so we'll get back to it. Okay, so that is Sydney. Right there. Let me zoom in a little better. There you go. That's Sydney. That came with Maximo from Australia. And Maximo is down here hanging out, and he looks bigger underwater. But yeah, that's the top of him over here. Hold on, let me zoom in a little better. There you go. And there he is right there. But he looks huge underwater. Komodo dragon. Let's go in and check that out. That's awesome. That's the first thing I agreed with. There's some skulls and stuff. Oh, look at him over here walking around. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. Jeez. Nope. Nope. 1000% nope. So there's a python in this one. And it took me a bit to find him. But he is up in the ceiling. Hold on. You see him as white right there. Right there. Oh no, no, nope. Look at the squirrel. Look at him back there. Wow. I've never seen a black and white squirrel like that before. Oh, look at him. That's pretty neat looking. Showing his butt to us. That's pretty cool. So there's a section here talking about fossils and mining and things like that. Yeah. So you can get like your bag and you put it in the little sifter and you can sift over here. Get your stuff. You got them everywhere. They got one of these at Old Town. Yeah. So it tells you the size of buckets you can get, the things you can get. Oh, it's a fossil hunt. Fossil hunt. And so you can come in here and dig for quote unquote fossils. That's pretty cool. So here's your theater. They bring out animals and stuff for shows. It's pretty neat. Pretty neat. Oh wow, look at it. The cool plates and stuff. Oh, look at the old there's one with Gomex on it. That's 3/4 of a pen. Wow. It's all the old brochures. That's pretty cool. Wow. There's a big huge gator right here. That's pretty cool. Got the old pictures of the alligator farm. That's pretty neat. Oh, that's the entrance in 1936. That's pretty cool. I'm guessing that used to be a bench. This big huge gator or crocodile. St. Augustine Alligator Farm, turn of the century. Look at that. That's pretty neat. There's another Indian crocodile in there. Just hanging out. Cottonmouth. No, 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 no. Now we exit through the gift shop. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed our visit to the Alligator Farm here in St. Augustine, Florida. Totally got a t-shirt. I got a vintage looking t-shirt, it's pretty cool. So next time y'all are in St. Augustine, come check out the Alligator Farm. It was really, really cool. Like I said before, I love this zoo. It's not like your typical zoo. It's like a zoo built around like the natural habitat for the gators and things like that. It's really, really neat. I thoroughly enjoyed it. There's a lot of gators to see and I learned a lot. Also, if you are in like the Orlando area and want to get away from the theme parks, it's only like a 2-hour drive from Orlando to St. Augustine. You can come here for today and check out everything. So for me, it was like $39 to come to the Alligator Farm, which is not too bad. So if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you are, would greatly appreciate it. If you're not, hit that subscribe button. That helps our channel grow. We're also on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. And below this video, there is some Waller Adventures merch you can check out. And in the description below, I'll put a link to the merch shop itself. In the description below, I'll also put a link to the Alligator Farm website so you can check it out as well. I highly recommend, if you plan on doing like the sloth visit encounter, book that before you get here, because apparently it books up quickly. And also they have the zip line if you want to check that out as well. Also, if you go to Facebook, you can send us a message to get your very own Wild Adventures koozie or autograph a sticker. So thanks for watching. See you soon. Hey guys, it's me again. If you want to subscribe to your channel, click over here. If you want to check out some more videos, click down there. If you want to check out our cool merch shop, go to the description below and click the link. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video.